Last week, Daulton Simmers, a 28-year-old worker and father, lost his life at Caterpillar's foundry in Mapleton, Illinois. Daulton died within seconds from severe thermal burns when molten metal fell on him during his shift. This tragic and preventable death has devastated his family and shocked his co-workers. My name is Jerry White, and I am the Socialist Equality Party's candidate for U.S. Vice President. Our party is campaigning to build a powerful movement of the working class to protect workers' lives, their needs, and their interests in the United States and around the world. Daulton's death is not an isolated event, but part of a larger pattern of neglect and exploitation of workers by major corporations like Caterpillar. The foundry in Mapleton, where Daulton worked, is one of the largest in the world, producing critical components for the heavy earth-moving equipment manufacturer. However, the safety measures in place are grossly inadequate, reflecting a broader disregard for worker safety by the giant corporation. Daulton's death was the third workplace fatality in the last few years at the Mapleton facility. Almost exactly 2 years ago, another Caterpillar worker, Stephen Durkis, died instantly when he fell into a vat of molten iron. The coroner said he died from thermal annihilation. 6 months before that, another worker, Scott Adams, died when he fell through a hole in the factory. Caterpillar, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, is known for its significant role in the global economy and the war industry. While this global corporation rakes in massive profits, the lives of their workers are treated as expendable and disposable. Daulton's death is a stark reminder of the human cost behind these profits. In America, a worker dies every 96 minutes. Over 240,000 workers die every year from chemical exposures or workplace illnesses such as cancer, according to OSHA. In 2022 alone, according to the latest government figures available, there were over 5,486 fatal workplace injuries. American factories today are effectively industrial slaughterhouses. These deaths at Caterpillar and other workplaces are not mere accidents. They are the result of capitalism, a system that prioritizes profit over human life. Workers at Caterpillar have reported that safety protocols at the foundry are often ignored or inadequately enforced, with many fearing for their lives. Workers are frequently pushed to meet demanding production quotas without the necessary precautions to ensure their safety. This negligence is the direct result of Caterpillar's relentless drive to maximize profits, often at the expense of their employees' well-being. We must recognize that Daulton's death is a crime of capitalism. While trillions are funneled into Wall Street and to kill workers overseas, workers' lives are disregarded. Companies like Caterpillar benefit immensely from the war economy, receiving lucrative government contracts and enjoying massive profits. In 2023, Caterpillar made an annual gross profit of $24.29 billion, a 34% increase from 2022. CEO Jim Appleby took in $25.8 million as part of his total pay package last year. Yet the workers who generate these profits face hazardous conditions and minimal protections, including from the United Auto Workers Union. So far, UAW President Shawn Fain, who is currently being investigated by a federal monitor for ongoing corruption, has said nothing about the death of Daulton Simmers. Officials at UAW Local 974 have not even issued a statement. Fain is more concerned with campaigning for the re-election of President Joe Biden, a lifelong shill of corporate America, who has fully backed the Israeli genocide of Palestinians, the US-NATO war in Ukraine against Russia, and other wars for American imperialism. This disparity and neglect of workers' lives is unacceptable. The billions and trillions spent on war and enriching the Wall Street investors must be redirected to meet the needs and ensure the safety of the working class, both in the United States and internationally. The immense wealth generated by our labor must be used to improve our lives, to ensure our safety, to provide for our families. Daulton Simmers' death must not be in vain. It is a call to action for all of us to demand better, to fight for a system that values human life over profits. Together, we can challenge this exploitative system and build a safer, more just world for all workers. We owe it to Daulton, to his family, and to every worker risking their life on the job every day. To all Caterpillar workers and those across all industries, I urge you to form rank and file committees at your plants and workplaces. These committees are essential for advocating for safer working conditions and holding management accountable. It's not just about preventing another tragedy like Daulton's. It's about fundamentally changing conditions that put workers at risk every single day. That is what our movement is fighting for. Join us, get involved, share your stories from your workplace, and build a powerful industrial and political movement of the working class for socialism.